Turnup, man. I'm about to come here, radio interview.
Don't fuck around again. You know y'all turn up on these beats, bro. Fuck around again. Yeah, turn up. Yeah, don't fuck around, don't fuck around, don't fuck around and get shot.
What's the topic? It's episode 5.
Episode 4.
57. Episode 4?
Episode
19.
I thought she said 4, so like you doing an invite for 5, man.
Hey, it's a long intro. But yes, episode 4 is just it's that type of thing. It's actually we are in almost the first week of spring and we had a snow shower today.
Yeah.
So welcome to New England.
That's right.
Yeah, I mean, welcome to New England.
If you don't like the weather, just wait a minute.
Yeah, just wait a minute. Just pause a minute. Pause a minute. Speaking of pause a minute, you said I want before we get to our next guest, shout out to our next guest. But before we move on to him, I know you when you touched on something, it just had me. I had a flashback of when my mother used to tell me back in the day. Shout out to my mom. My mom's a Panther. But she told me about how they stripped the industries out of like the industrial part of the neighborhoods, out of our neighborhoods, which helped feed our neighborhoods. Like back in the 60s, 70s, and 50s, they wondered why black neighborhoods thrived because they could work at the factories and feed their family. They stripped the factories out of the neighborhood, started stripping the tech schools out of the neighborhood where dudes are learning trade, whether to take a trade, whether it's carpentry, plumbing, or whatever. And along with that is when they started, what Sister Kim was talking about, the first shot at the black man was Section 8. That was the first line. That's when they put you in their sight. You know what I mean? Now back in the day, they couldn't legally do this. So they said, man, how can we legalize slavery? Legalize slavery is basically prison. How can we legalize slavery? Section 8 was the first part of it. We'll follow Section 8 up. What was the hit after that? No, not food stamps. I'm asking, what do you think was the hit after Section 8? What do most women filing right now against 90% of the men? 90% of the prison systems are funded and aided by the government, which holds stocks. These same lawyers and DAs and judges that put you in jail hold stocks in these jails.
I know because I was there.
They double dipping.
And the thing of
just came home, bro.
Exactly right.
Welcome home.
We had
young Turnup just came home.
Shout out all my niggas in the band.
Yes.
I'm sitting next to young Turnup.
Yes.
You got young Turnup sitting next to the ex-police.
Two different generations.
Look how we done came up together as a people.
Came together as a family. Got the police and the criminals.
I got beat on me and shit.
And you know what? I feel extremely comfortable right now.
You was in the street because you look like a nigga that was in the street. I know a street nigga. I'm a street nigga. Did you ever run across it?
I ain't never seen him.
You ain't never get hit by this nigga.
I ain't never seen
Ain't never get patted down or nothing.
Nah.
You know, I'm smart. I'm just saying.
You ain't right for that.
Because you know how you run into CEOs sometimes.
Yeah, that's true.
I'll be behind, them dark tents, man, them moves, man.
So you probably seen them and they got low on them.
I stay low.
Two different generations.
I probably would have got low.
Yeah.
No, because he said no.
By the time Turnup started turning up, he was probably already off the
But
board.
remember, Mr. Hall said he was on the force from 81 to 2001, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it's 20 years.
I was there. I was.
You wasn't in the
He
trenches?
wasn't even born
I was
yet.
in the sandbox there.
I was already in. I ain't even. I thought he was my age.
Now, baby, turn
Baby
up.
turn. You
But if I can end my interview on this.
Yeah, what's the message? Let us leave us
the
with
message
nuggets.
is this, that the mantle was passed to my generation.
Right.
Okay, people like my father, men that, in the community that cared about us, that might not have, had the same blood going through their body. So the mantle was passed to us. And I feel in my generation, man, some of us sort of let that mantle drop.
They did.
You know what I'm saying? I felt that we were institutionalized with a mindset that if we made it out the hood, then we would never go back and help assist in the hood. Where in my mindset, I would say to a lot of brothers like myself that, man, it's our job to go back, right? To assist brothers that look like us
To teach.
so that they can have, exactly.
Each
Each
one
one
teach
teach
one,
one.
right?
And so I feel that the mantle was dropped. So I'm asking this, and I'm actually pleading this, that anybody that's listening to this podcast that's younger than me, and don't let these grades fool you, because I still got a lot of life left in my body.
Right.
That we work together as a people and start to be creative in learning how to invest money and learning how to do things that will be able, because we weren't taught how to save money. We weren't taught how to invest money. We weren't taught.
$13 on me right now. Let's get it.
For generations.
But Doctor, before you even move on, because I don't want you to get out your seat. I'm not rushing you. But if people know, that was really like, that's why they took Martin out, because that was his plan. If you listen to Martin. And this is, my mother followed Malcolm. Like I said, my mother was an activated activist when it comes to, she was a Black Panther, and she followed Malcolm. So she used to, I used to have to do research on people like Marcus Garvey. If you don't know who Marcus Garvey is.
You know, I'm an educated young Black brother.
Preach that.
I went to college, you know,
Talk to him.
graduated school, high school, high honors, all that.
You want there's none talk?
Don't let the streets fool you. Don't let nobody trick you out your spot. Listen,
Big facts.
education, you know, that is definitely what you need. But what I'm trying to say, because we definitely from all generations in here, as we sit in the building right now, I can just tell by just looking around, right? I live in a generation right now, you know, we got the other side, you know, we got the ops, you know, where we don't got the OGs really preaching us and really teaching us, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't no preacher or no teacher. All I'm going to tell is everybody my age bracket is, don't let nobody trick you out your spot. You don't need to go to church to build a relationship with God. You understand? You can be in your room. You can be whatever. You can sit by yourself in your car, smoke your spliff. You can talk to God however you want to talk. Build that relationship with God first. That's the illest gangster in the street.
That's your foundation.
That's the temple, you understand what I mean? And I'm a real nigga. I'm going to let y'all know. Don't let nobody trick you out your spot. They ain't going to teach us. They going to tell us to come to church. They gonna tell us to give up your dollars. You don't gotta do none of that. Like, stack your money, young brothers. Get paid.
Turn up and build
Niggas just came back from Miami. I know I like niggas.
Outside.
Definitely
I know,
respect
right?
that.
Yeah, we outside.
But I think what the two generations that's sitting there
On the couch, huh? You see that?
and just me digesting this all, it's where that gap was your generation. This is research that everybody can do study on. 80% of the Black or Hispanic marriages stayed together back then. From the 40s, the 60s, and 50s. It wasn't until the 70s and 80s that they started the breakup, and that's right. And that's when the attack was.
I can answer that question because you know I'm a musician, I'm an artist, I'm an entertainer. Well, we started doing that when it comes to the music and the film, and you know. We start degrading our woman when you start shaking her ass and BT uncut and you know definitely with
we used to be able to wear some
like,
long shorts and
like,
be cute.
You understand what I mean? Like I ain't gonna hold you like. I grew up in the era '92 where you know my crush was like a league. I used to be like, damn, like
That's what I was about to say.
you know what I'm saying? Like my crush back in the day was a league. I used to be like, damn, I want to show you like a league when I grew up. Like no cap, but now you know we got the Megan Thee Stallions, the Cardi B's, the Nicki Minaj's. So you know that everybody look to you know shout out to all them entertainers I just you know named. So everybody look to the woman with the you know who got the best wig or the lace or who got the best makeup, who got the fattest eyes. You know what I'm saying? So it's like no real shit. It's like natural versus. Who got the bag? You know what I mean? Because you got a natural look and be broke and be bad. Better than any chick out here with a bag. You know what I'm saying? What I mean? Real.
But that has a lot to do with what I'm gonna call you Dr. Hall because you educated. I don't know if you got your doctorate, but it has a lot to do with what you was alluding to as far as that the generational gap. But between your generation and his generation, right now, 80% of the households today are run by women.
That's true.
80% of the households
and it's
today.
not because we want to run it by
No.
ourselves.
Why?
But let's be real though. Why is it ran by women? Because now, right? For instance, I'm a young Black man. Feel me? So just by off our color of our skin, we gonna get you know. Oh yeah. Then we go into an interview. You know how smart and educated we talk. You know what I'm saying? We don't gotta put on you know. "Quote unquote," the white voice. Hello, you know what I'm saying? We don't have to do that. We could go up in there and be ourselves and let them know they fearful of us because they know that we can take their positions. You know what I'm saying? That's why I just told y'all before. Don't let nobody knock you out your position.
Want that position. It's okay to be a worker, y'all. Without the workers, the business doesn't. You know what I'm saying? It's I mean.
No, pause. It's not okay to be a worker. It's okay, and I think no. Hold on. It's okay if you're mental, if you're shooting your mental. Because I don't. This is something I preach to my children. I'm a single father, so to hear that hits home because that's against everything I tell my kids. It's okay to work towards something if you're working to own. Like we have to get onto entrepreneurs. We can't be
Amen.
working for somebody our whole
But
life.
you gotta start
You
from
feel me?
somewhere.
No, I
Everybody
realize
don't
that,
start
but
as a
that's
boss.
why you have to
That's a
learn
fact.
to trade.
Be a boss
But
without the work.
and to a loop, before we get off you, before we jump on to that next one and get to the music.
Yeah, 'cause
the-
we gotta play brush songs.
Yeah, I don't have his music, so we gotta get to the music so I can get his
Take a
music.
little quick break,
But
let 'em know.
the 80% of the women running the household today alludes to the problem of the young men today. If 80% of the women are young raising men, trying to raise men, a lioness can't raise a lion. As much as she wants,
Kim
as
don't
much,
believe that.
as great as she can
I
hunt.
mean, I do believe that. I believe
And-
that
and-
wholeheartedly.
and the
It takes
thing
a
of
man
it is
to
what my
raise a
brother's
man.
saying
However,
is
if you don't
that's
wanna
why-
be there, we can't force them to be
Oh,
there.
of course.
It's not that we don't want the men in the household. A lot of men don't want to step up and be in the household. I'm fortunate.
But you know why, Kim? Because a lot of us glorify that dumbness. A lot of us glorify, all right, and this is not banging on nobody's parenting, but a lot of us don't. There wasn't a parenting 101 pamphlet that came home with you when you brought your child home.
Right.
So a lot of us don't know how to raise a child right because why? There's no template of a man at home
Right.
showing these young boys how to be a man, pull up your pants, how to go to an interview, how to conduct yourself
How to
in the
open a
public,
door for a woman.
how to strive to be an entrepreneur. So if these young men in the streets only know, bro, I'm only striving because, rest in peace, my big brother Turn, because Turn said I could get to a key in a month. Y'all mean we gotta strive, we gotta want for more.
Well, that's vice versa though. So that's basically the fact what I was getting about with basically with the generations. You know what I'm saying? How OG his generations they come up of marriage and respecting and fighting for their rights. We come up in a generation
We came
now.
up off of running trains on bitches.
Listen, now,
That's
listen.
horrible.
Now, listen, now,
I'm from
real
the
talk.
90s.
Now,
We was
real
running
talk,
trains
though,
on
we
bitches.
came up, now,
Niggas was
listen.
not running trains on
We
bitches.
came up
You
a
had a
whole,
train
we came
ran
up
on
a whole
us.
different
Never
generation
mind.
when it comes to gangbanging, you know what I'm saying, selling drugs, we
Facts.
watch our mothers turn into baby mothers, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
They wasn't mothers no more, they turned into baby mamas, so you gotta understand the effect what it goes with the generation. Now we don't even have baby mamas no more, we got thoughts. That's my thought baby. Real shit, you know what I'm saying?
That hurts to hear because
Now,
that's the person that's raising your child.
Nah,
So
exactly.
if
That must be
you're,
a Gen Z
That's what-
thing.
but that all,
You
is that all
know what I mean?
stage?
You got throat babies now. You feel me? You got it all. So
Oh, baby, yeah, I'm there.
Rose baby.
But that mentality stems from a man not being at home, a man not showing young men how to treat a queen or how to not treat a queen, how to just raise himself and conduct himself in the world.
I feel like that was the workers.
They were
Yeah,
talking about
I
it.
do feel like
and
the
they
workers
left
should
them on
definitely
there.
be held accountable for the death of that 14-year-old.
I hope
Rest in
this
peace. I'm
motherfucking
so
family
sorry.
own that amusement park in the next 3 years.
Right.
Well,
Fuck.
you know this young man was supposed to be an NFL star. He was a
He was
14-year-old.
He was gonna be drafted out of high school.
He was already being recruited.
Probably-
He was like, this
probably
dude-
would've been the
did
first
you see
one.
the size of this young
He
man?
probably would have
Yeah,
been the
I
first
know.
14.
6'5", 14, like, yeah.
14, 6'5", weighs 260.
He was the LeBron of football.
Yeah, basically he was going to be the
He
new
would
LeBron of
have
football.
been the first kid to get drafted to the NFL
Out of high school.
Right.
He was
right.
on a
He was a
trip
prodigy.
with a family friend.
With a family friend?
Yes.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
And I heard, cause they saw it, like I didn't watch the footage because me and my son are big on like,
I
we
seen
actually
the
went
footage.
on that ride at
Yeah,
Six
I
Flags.
had to.
So when I'm looking at that,
Yeah, I
I'm
seen the
visualizing, I'm like, B, can you
He
imagine?
fell 430 feet.
Bro, I would have
75
jumped.
miles
I would
an
have jumped. I would have jumped. If that was my little man, I would have jumped with him. But I don't even
Body
know,
can't
like,
withstand- the body can't withstand that type of impact.
man,
That's a car accident
Man.
from an 18 with head
No
on
way.
type shit.
man. And he was from Orlando, right? Correct? He was from
Oh
somewhere.
my
No,
God.
he was from Texas.
He was from Texas? Oh, he was just visiting Orlando.
Yeah, he was from
Yeah,
Texas.
he's from Texas.
Wow.
Shout out
That's-
to YK Osiris. He just offered to pay for his funeral. That's
Yeah, I saw that. I respect that. I
Fucked up
respect that.
that kid about to have a funeral,
A
man.
funeral.
Just with
No parent should ever have to
You
have to
see
bury
his
their
dad?
child.
After
No
that, he's
parent.
suing that theme park.
Of
Sure,
course, of course.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Ain't
Yeah.
no money, ain't no money
The
gonna bring him
staff's
back.
negligence
But I
talking
understand
in
it,
front of
man.
him like that and then letting him still get on the ride knowing his size,
I can't
weight
imagine
was
that
not
type of pain.
appropriate.
Being a parent,
Mm.
to see that, and it's footage of that.
Yeah.
It's a minor. I don't know how they getting away with sharing that so much, to be honest. I
But
really
Mark
wouldn't
fucking
like that.
Zuckerberg
Not
blocked me
even
for
that,
sharing
I
the
couldn't
meme
watch it.
that's already
I know, yo.
Yeah.
Facebook jail. We mad about that.
I got 14 more days. This is gonna be me and you, nigga, and mostly me.
You gotta know the
All
history
right,
of
yeah,
the story.
yeah. Play this back. All right, Kim, tell us what it is.
The
Give
story
me the 30
is
second drop.
Crazy.
Crazy.
So, the
30
young
second
lady
drop.
was actually pulled over
By the same
by
police.
the same police that she killed.
The same police.
The state
All right,
trooper
so how
pulled
this
her
went?
over, and they ended up getting a call saying there was a man on
Walking
the
on the highway.
walking drunk.
And that was
So
a
they
man.
left her to go handle this because, of course, he's on the highway.
He's a hazard,
walking.
bigger
So that's
hazard.
a big, exactly.
And do you know, hold on, Kim. Kim, pause. Before you even go further, do you know this young lady got on Twitter and tweeted, "I'm the best drunk driver ever. I don't know why this cop pulled me over."
No.
Right before
She killed him. Right
she
before
mowed these
killed
dudes
him.
down.
All right, but tell us, Kim.
Go
All
ahead,
right,
Kim.
so boom.
But go ahead.
She got pulled over.
She got
They
pulled
left to go
over,
deal
they
with this
left to
drunk
go
man.
handle what they were going to handle, and
Yeah.
this young lady, you know the rest.
Swerved them off the road.
Chop suey, both of them.
Oh, my
unfortunately.
All three of them.
All three
All
of them.
three
The
of them.
guy they went to go
Dang.
help
Right.
and the two
The
state
dangers of being on the
Oh
highway.
my gosh.
But it's just a.
Devastating. But the look, and this is why I named this show, Life, yeah, not
Let me hear it.
But he got me stuttering.
He said the subtitle.
Listen, so I called today's topic, life-changing situation because
Right.
that
was
was
one.
a life-changing situation.
But you know what, Kim?
One too many drinks.
But you know what, Kim? It goes back to the
And
fact
she
of
looked at devastated, poor baby.
She
21
has
years
3
old.
bodies
poor
on her
decision
now.
making.
Yeah.
Goes to the fact of not being guided, of not having that template at home. That taps to what you and him was talking about of not having a father figure
Exactly.
in the life telling you, hey, with all these damn ride services available,
Right.
you can't get a damn Uber, a Lyft, a Trick, any damn thing to get you home.
That's why the organization Mothers Against Drunk Drivers was started.
Come
Back
on.
in the 80s for situations.
But it goes to the
But I
origin.
might not know. She just really messed it up for somebody. I'm telling you, they
She
about
took
to
out
really
3
start
fathers,
getting.
I bet.
Listen, they about to start turning up these rules when it comes to getting your license and the different.
What state she in? Is that a women's state?
No, she was in
That
Philly.
might
She
be-
was in Philly.
Oh, she was in Philly?
She was in Philly. And it's people making lifetime decisions off of part-time emotion. People thinking because, part-time, I could drink this whole fifth
Right.
and get home because I've done it. I've seen it done. My mother does it. I seen daddy do it.
What you think they listening to, Kodak or Jay-Z?
We're gonna talk about that later.
We gonna talk about that now.
We're gonna talk about that later.
We got young Turnup on the show. Hold on. Let me ask
Don't do
Let
it.
me ask Bob. If you had the choice,
Mm.
you shooting out to go do a show out in Miami. Who you riding out to, Kodak or Ho?
Well, y'all know I just came
Ho.
from Miami. I ain't gonna
That's
hold
why I
up.
said that. You got the Louis V coat on. You
Hold
looking
on,
spicy.
it's funny
I
that
mean, you came
said
from
that.
Miami, that
You
sound like a
looking real.
Kodak place.
You looking real
The
Miami.
Haitian
man. I
community
see
out there
you.
loving
I
Kodak.
see you icy.
What he repping?
Shout out to Kodak. man.
Yeah, so I thought that's what I thought. Yeah, we not telling you Miami. That Haitian community is hot.
Now that's a good question. Now shout out to Jay-Z too.
I'm
Now
about
you
to
asked
say.
me if I'm going to Miami to do a
Fuck
show.
with
Now I'm
Sniper
gonna
Gang?
go do Miami with Kodak because y'all gotta understand Kodak run Florida, man.
Oh,
Y'all
Yeah,
gotta understand.
That was a trick question. I was
Whoa.
like,
Yeah.
in Florida, man.
Roughly,
I ain't never been
alright.
to Florida, man. Kodak run Florida, man. Shout out to Sniper Gang.
tracks, right?
Mm.
Sound a lot like Pop Smoke on this track.
Bro,
Which one?
we just played
On the drill track.
Turn Up.
Okay. Which one y'all played? You
You
know,
want play that right now? Hold on, play a little bit of it right now.
That's Hartford, that's my guy.
We want to see this. We want to hear this. Put him on, young
shout
child. Let
out
him
to
know.
South Hartford. Y'all already
I want to
Yeah,
know.
this
I
shit
want
really
to know
don't turn up.
if Pop Smoke in your top 5 because
Oh,
this sound real Pop Smoke.
Yo, you
Listen,
gotta wait. Let him
listen.
hear it, Stack.
Shout
Let
out
him
to
hear
New
it
York.
first.
I gotta build it
If
up
y'all,
for
if y'all don't know
people.
Turn Up, listen. Shout out to all my family in Brooklyn. Like, listen.
Oh,
I was
okay.
adopted. I was
Okay.
adopted in Brooklyn. Brooklyn, my second home. You
You
understand?
fucking who you fuck
you
with?
know
the
about
Wood
the
too?
towers?
Man, listen, y'all already know
Out
what
there
it
in
is.
Sedgwick
Alright.
Ave?
Y'all know what it is. I fuck with everybody. I fuck with niggas who get money.
Yo,
You
turn
understand?
up.
You
Niggas get
understand what I mean?
outside,
I fuck with
outside.
the money game.
Yo, shout out to
Yeah.
the original Brooklyn Zoo. Shout out to all
He not
my
out
original
here
Brooklyn
dancing
Zoo
like
heads.
Shout out my niggas.
You out here.
You know everybody, man. Listen, shout out to everybody.
You out here doing the Smurder challenge? You doing
Yeah, listen,
you dancing like Bobby Smurder
Oh,
out here?
no, I mean,
Oh, okay,
listen. I ain't
I just
gonna
want to
lie.
know.
But I get
I
funny
do.
though.
Let me ask you this. While we on that Crooklyn, I'm from the X. When you said Crooklyn, it hit home to me. I wanna.
Plus, Twig got the best hair on.
But if you don't know
Brooklyn,
Brooklyn,
you already know.
no, it's love. But in New York, if everybody don't know right now, in New York, my little nephews and all them, all into this drill. That whole drill has taken
Niggas is
over.
drilling.
If y'all don't know, drill is real.
Niggas is drilling.
It's hard body.
Yeah.
Right.
And I mean, I know it started. The origin of that was in the Shy. If I'm correct, right? It started in the Shy.
Yeah.
It started in
Chief
the
Keef.
UK.
Oh,
Y'all gotta-
It started in the UK.
Okay,
listen.
And shy niggas
Now,
adopted
shout out,
it.
listen, now, I got family in the UK too. Shout out to Trinidad, you know, shout out my family in the UK, you know, they out there, they going crazy. Listen, UK, they got a whole different way.
They
Listen,
shit
and
different.
I'm gonna keep it a stack with you. UK, they got Drakes out there, they got Hoves out there, they got all type of shit, you know what I'm saying? And they wave out there is totally different from us, you know what I'm saying? But their music out there is fire, so you know what I'm saying? I mean, if y'all never tapped into some UK music, go listen to
And
it.
they
Please
fucked us up.
do.
Yes.
So the drill wave started in UK. Chicago niggas adopted it, and New York niggas.
And we got this
Now-
stranglehold.
Fire that motherfucker. You gotta give it the chief.
Yeah,
man.
no, that's what I said. You know, Chicago niggas
Yeah.
adopted that shit, but the way New York niggas put that shit on the map,
Yeah, it's
that's when it really got familiar.
Nah,
Because niggas already knew
Now
Chicago
listen,
music,
now let me ask you a question, right?
but it ain't have a name.
Cause
It
I
was
fuck with
Chicago
with
music.
Dirt, and you know, feel me. I got Dirt tickets too. If y'all need them, y'all already know.
I
Shout out
see
to
you on the. I see
You know I do.
hustle.
I'm
I
plugged
respect
in.
nigga hustle
Dirt
dirt.
to the hood, man. You
I
know,
respect
big time.
I respect. Nigga got ounces of dirt tickets for $1,200.
He racing.
Listen, right? But just how y'all just said, right? Like Chicago, you see how everything adapt to the environment, right? You notice how Chicago, once they came out, Chief Keef, that era came out. Feel me? What was that like? What 2012?
Yeah,
Listen, when everybody came out, everybody was rapping like Chicago niggas.
yeah.
Once Pop Smoke and that woo, you know that
Yeah.
that drill type of music.
Woo.
You listen to Dirt, you see how Dirt dress. Dirt don't dress like no Chicago. Dirt dress like a city nigga. You gotta understand the swag. Everything is coming from the city niggas. Offset dress like a city nigga. You understand what I
His
mean?
wife from the city.
But exactly, but the drip. That original drip come from the city, my nigga. Come from
Right.
Brooklyn. You understand what I
Right.
mean? And that's a Fendi. And even Hartford. Hartford got his own drip. When you go somewhere, niggas know
Yeah, we
Hartford.
definitely-
Nigga. They be like, where you
stand
from?
up.
Yeah, because the Cardi is.
You
That's the
understand what
only
I mean?
thing.
Exactly. Cartier might as well give us a deal, man.
I was like Cardi's
Shit.
or Steve's, and that, they say that's what Hartford niggas got, right?
The first
Cardi's
thing
and
they say
Steve's.
is Cardi is.
Rest
No
in
matter
peace.
what.
Until we say
You know
Cardi.
that. I don't
Rest in
know
peace,
why,
Cardi.
but
Rest in peace,
yeah.
Cardi too, man.
Until we say car, niggas be like, yeah, you from
Yeah, right. That's
Hartford on the map.
Hartford's on the map.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Pop Smoke.
They said that
Can we get into that
what's
shit?
that girl name from Love and Hip Hop?
Listen, hold on. Before I drop this track, right? I just gotta make an announcement, man. Shout out to everybody that I lost, you know, all my niggas, man. Shout out to my dad, Shug, you know, everybody, man. Swerve, everybody, you know, anybody that I lost. There's too many names to really mention right now, and I can have a list.
Stop
man,
shooting,
feel me?
y'all motherfuckers is
Listen.
shooting the wrong nigga. Shoot the rats.
The reason I make my
Sorry,
music,
officer.
and I
Shoot
know,
the rats.
and we gonna talk about this now. And this is Fendi right here. And the reason why I make music, and y'all gonna listen to this track called Red Light, Green Light. Feel me? And the reason why I made this track, cause it's really, y'all gotta understand the environment that I'm living in, and the shit that I'm seeing, and the shit that I'm adapting to. Feel me? I just came home from a gun charge. Feel me? And it's shit that's real out here in these streets. That we trying to survive. We trying to make a home to our daughters. We trying to make a home to our mothers. We out here, we gotta survive, and the only way to survive out here, and it's crazy to say it, we gotta keep it on us. Because at the end of the day, when you don't keep it on you, it be that time. It be that
And
time.
it's sad that you guys
It be
have
that
to
time.
live like that.
You know what I'm saying? I mean,
God
the-
damn. This is what I'm trying to change.
I'm gonna keep it a
Y'all
stack
feel
with you.
like
And
that.
right now, this song right here, that's why I'm trying to tell you, we live in a new era. We at war right now. Listen, before the war going to the United
We've
States,
been at war.
it's a war in the streets, man.
Facts.
The
Facts.
presidents, all the government, they need to tap in with that. It's a war in the streets. It's been a war in the streets for years.
That's the real pandemic.
Biden just sent $1 billion fucking dollars over there, niggas send it here.
But let me tap into you, my young G, because that war. Let me give you guys some brain food. War is the biggest stimulation of money. Do you know why we stay in war? Because it's biggest stimulation of money.
No.
The people that profit from the war are the five bankers that either making the guns, making the
listen,
tanks,
go watch that movie, War
making
Dog.
everything that has to feed a war.
Before we even drop this, right now, let me tell, like, cause I like to speak knowledge. Like, no matter how my music sound, like, listen, I'm a young, smart, educated brother. Now, listen, no cap, right? This shit is real. Now, tell me if I'm wrong, right? the reason I make my music, right, because I gotta feed a family at the end of the day. I got a daughter to come home to, so I make my music. It's like, damn, but you talking all this educational shit, but then you talking about killing niggas on the track, because I'm talking about what I'm my environment, what I'm going through. You know what I'm saying? I'm not out there no more. I'm in Miami. I'm doing shit. I'm in tours. I'm doing things, but I'm trying to show people it's a way to do it. You don't gotta be in the streets no more. It's 100 million hustles out here. You don't have to go and sell crack. You don't have to go and sell weed, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's a million ways to tap in.
Unless you're gonna do it legally.
Now listen, that's offending. Now what I'm trying to tell y'all, at the end of the day, this whole world, no cap, everybody just need a motherfucking hug.
That's it.
No cap, bro. Everybody listen to the gangsters, nigga. Hey, nigga, listen, cuz.
Before you give me a hug, nigga. Before you move on, let's go to one of the topics. One of the what's the topics, if you guys don't know one of the what's the topics was, Mike Tyson got ran up on and ran down on.
Gave a nigga
and almost in a comedy club. And dude, but he didn't pull out on him. He pulled out on his bodyguard. Because bodyguard was like, yo, get up out of here, woo, woo, woo. And the dude pulled out like, yo, I'll put your brains out here in front of everybody. And I swear, on everything, Mike sat in his seat, just like you said in your seat right now. Mike said, come here, bro. Gave him a hug. Gave him a hug.
At the end of the day, you know, we about to drop this song, but you know, at the end of the day, I just want the world, we got to get it together, world. You know, at the end of the day, listen, no matter what, this shit gonna be real, you know, I keep it on me, but listen, at the end of the day, if y'all young boys, if y'all gotta keep it on it, keep it on, y'all.
Well, I encourage this. Now that you said that,
listen,
get your license. Got my permit.
Listen, go get your license. Atlanta just made it legal to keep it on.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
That's why I'm about
yes.
So y'all got, listen, even if y'all gotta go move, go somewhere y'all gotta adapt to, man. Ain't nothing to go do what y'all gotta do. But tune in, but this song right here, y'all already know. Shout out to Yaya Beats, youngest beat maker out here, 17 years old. You know, listen, all red light, green light, you know. By your boy Young Turnup, staying in this world.
That sounds pretty good. That's that luck, man.
Red light, green light.
No, that shit fucking. Hey, red light, green light. Yeah, hold on, hit that nigga before that red light come. Hit that nigga before that green light come. And that's that nigga. Red light, green light, take off, skirt. These niggas all in the dirt. These niggas all in the dirt. Red light, green light, take off, skirt. These niggas all in the dirt. These niggas all in the dirt.
Red light, green light, take off, skirt. These niggas all in the dirt. Young turn up, just pulling them, going berserk. So sick, I need a nurse. Like the way that she twerk. Nerd with skirt, beat it up till she squirt. She need me brain like a nerd. Pull up and swerve, made a nigga hit this curve. 33 just for the bird, that lady bird. Yeah, I just whipped and I serve. Talk shit like a perv. You got a nerd, kill a nigga ASAP firm. Nigga just know how I rub your top. Make your body really rock. I do not fuck with no cops. I do not fuck with no ops. I do not fuck with no ops. Yeah. Niggas will run up this spot, taking your weed and your guap. Yeah.
Red light, green light, take off, skirt. These niggas all in the dirt. These niggas all in the dirt. Red light, green light, take off, skirt. These niggas all in the dirt. These niggas all in the dirt. Why not just pull up the squad? Why not just pull up the squad? Why not just pull up the squad? Why not just pull up the squad?
Niggas is riding dirty, roll out at that 30. I call this shit Steph Curry and shoot out that 30. My cup is super clean, but inside it's dirty. I'm sipping on that dirty, please do not disturb me. Yeah, I'm trapping all night, but I remix it early. I'm riding with that devil, this is not New Jersey. You can catch a nigga slipping, put one in his jersey. I like my bitches curvy, she done got that surgery. Catch an eye, yeah, slipping, put one in his head. I tell my mama, don't worry, your son keep it sturdy. I'd rather do a life sentence, this be 6 feet bird. Yeah, my heart is cold, I'm talking no Ben and Jerry's. Only God fear me, you niggas do not scare me. Yo, bitches ride my bruises like my name is Harry. That pussy sweeter than ice cream out and poppin' cherry. Damn, I fucked her good, now she tryna get married. Bitch, my drip too hard, these jeans are Michael Mary. Yeah. Turn up is the name and the hottest in the game. Yeah. Yes, I spit that fire, boy, I'm hot as flame. Yeah, your man is lame, we are not the same. Yeah.
Red light, green light, take off, skirt. These niggas all in the dirt. These niggas all in the dirt. Red light, green light, take off, skirt. These niggas all in the dirt.
Why don't just pull up the spurs? 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 Diamonds round my neck, my shit just go blank, 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 blank. Money in the thing, my gun just go bang, 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 bang. With that gang, we screaming out gang, 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 gang. Why you moving strange, looking like a stang, stang, gang? Put one in his brain, I bet his mind would change. I'm stacking weight like churches, man, it's not a game. I whip it in that pot, I call it PF chain. Then I flick them packs, I call it Jackie chain. I drop it like kamikaze, my plug is from Japan. Think she bad and bougie, she ain't know her man. She look me in my eyes, she asked me what's the plan. I knock it out with the pump, I call it a grand slam. She asked what my name, I tell her no man, no man. Yeah, you fuck with the ops, I just know your plan, your plan. Ballin' on these niggas like NBA jam, jam. Pulling up in that foreign, they be like, goddamn, goddamn.
I got some more shit. Nobody do. Maybe we'll talk about the movie.
No funny business. What's the topic? It's episode 4 1/4. That was fire. That was a fire. Y'all know I've been around this music for a minute. I remember sitting in the booth with 50 when 50 had when we used to do them shows at Fit. Shout out to my guy 50, but sitting there back in the Farmington and listening to, bro, that's what took. I swear on everything, on God, that's what this. It took me back to. Like, bro, you on to something, King. I mean, I know we feel outside of this, but you on to something great. You got. But what I do ask of you is I don't want to do what we started this show with. Was I don't want to have to do a rest in peace, young Turnup.
No, listen.
I don't want y'all.
Listen,
you feel me?
Let me tell y'all something about me, right? I'm highly favored and blessed. And if y'all don't know what that is, go look that up. You heard? Highly favored and blessed. That's the Turnup way. That's why I say I'm young Turnup. Because you want to know why? I don't need 100 niggas. I walk with God every day.
Amen.
That's why I'm young Turnup.
That's what you getting into. I heard you said, look.
He's covered. He's covered.
That's real deal right there.
I respect. He's covered. And you know what? As a young,
real deal right there.
As a young man, that just, I swear, bro, I want to get up and give you a hug because that just shows me that y'all are not lost. Because I'm telling you, I got some, y'all for real, man. Some of my nephews from the Avs and from the Hill, my nephews lost in a game where they really can't understand that concept of what you just said. So maybe me banging in their head, they think Uncle Lovey just getting at me.
Yeah, because you know
that's
we
why
old
I'm
niggas
turn up
up.
here. You know what I'm saying?
mean?
Listen, I'm gonna be real with you, right? Because I'm young, I know what it is. Listen, we listen to what's going on in the music, and at the end of the day, that's my mission. I want, they gotta listen. They gonna listen. Right? When they tap into this shit, they gonna be like, damn, Turn up speaking that real shit. Damn,
I like that shit, bro.
Damn, they Turn up talking about that shit I just went through yesterday. I did just have to ride on the op. But you know what? Fuck it though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What I mean?
Fuck that street shit.
Exactly.
Shit, some business shit. What platforms is your music on?
Listen, I ain't gonna hold you.
I'm gonna give you some game.
Any artists out there that's making music and y'all do not have a distro kit,
I like this guy.
Tell y'all to go get it right
Let
now.
them know the steps to that.
Like
Listen
this
to
guy.
them.
Nah.
It ain't just going to
What
get
y'all
it.
do, right?
Tell them what they
Y'all
got to
go
do
on
now.
there, y'all go to distro kit. Distro kit put y'all on all platforms. You talking about
Right.
Spotify, iTunes, anything that has music on it, YouTube, everything. Now you get paid from this. You understand? You get paid. This is your music. So once you put in there your lyrics, everything. Now they got little payments, how much you want to do.
gotta pay
It's a
$50.
yearly thing. So however you want to put on your craft, like I tell people, if you spending $70, $80 on an egg, bro. This app only costs $50.
Right.
So if you're not
You can
so
do it.
if y'all serious about y'all music career, get on there.
Invest in
y'all shit on that
yourself.
platform so y'all can get y'all shit dropped and anybody can hear y'all and y'all never know what's gonna happen. You understand?
Dude, first of all, you gotta have a motherfucking bank account.
Yes,
Niggas,
sir.
you niggas get up the main thing. He just taught some people. He just taught some people. Each one teach one. Thank you, young brother.
Yeah, listen.
I
I would listen.
You got.
I was young. I was young and I was hungry. Like, at the end of the day, you know, I was ready to get on there, and they put me in the back burner. And I'm letting y'all know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, Megan Thee Stallion going through that right now, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
you gotta understand, no matter how big
They
you is,
squeezing a deal too.
people still coming for your money. So you gotta understand, Young Dog said it. Listen, he said it the best, man. Rest in peace, Dog, man. Be independent, my nigga. Get paid, young niggas get paid. Right. And that stay blessed. Paid.
What he said right there is just an indicator and puts a smile on my face, man. Because for generations, we never told each other how to get it. But once we got it, we kept it to ourselves. That's what I was like. This young brother just shared with the world how to go about doing it the right way.
Then we gonna teach us. You know what I'm saying?
That's love, right there.
That's love.
You just gave a hug for the microphone.
Yo, I asked that because we had a guest come up here and they ain't know the platform to put their music on. And I had to break that shit down. So you got DistroKid and you got United Masters. I don't know if you know about United Masters. Now I mean same shit. You pay the niggas $50.
If anybody don't know about United Masters, y'all listen to NLE Chopper. That's what he
NLE
popped
off.
That's what he blew up.
That's what we pop.
That's what we
fuck with. That's what he blew up on. So at the end of the day, it doesn't take a major label.
You don't need a major no more.
An app can blow your app. But if you smart and you in college, you can make your own app. You blow your own self up. You know what I'm saying? What I mean?
But it's something that you tapped on earlier. This is what's the topics, episode 4 and a quarter. But what you tapped on earlier about basically dudes, you'll go out and buy an eighth, you'll go out and buy a fifth, but you won't invest in yourself.
Exactly.
You won't invest in
So
the
if we gonna take it there,
then
then we'll take it to the point where, man, if you out here doing this music and you got a crew or a team or y'all got your name, go LLC that shit for $120, man.
Now listen, I'm gonna talk about 2 things before we get up out of here, and we gonna drop this one last song, right? Speaking about LLCs, right? My sister, we got a clothing line. It's called Shug EST 2020. Feel me? Atlanta based right now. You know, rest in peace, Shug. Y'all know Shug. You know, from the field. Rest in peace, Uncle Shug.
Rest in peace, Uncle Shug.
Listen, now we got a whole clothing line in Atlanta right now. You know what I'm saying? We killing the game right now. We got everybody in there. We got Clean Nines, and we got a lot of people in there. So it's just to go to show you that once you start that LLC and you grind from yourself,
Bro,
I'm in jail talking to my sister every day. She like, bro, what should I do? I'm like, man, listen, do what you gonna do. Cause you wanna know what?
money gate.
As long as you believe in yourself, guess what? That shit gonna show.
Listen, when you go
It's
get
gonna
that,
show.
when
Listen,
you go get the LLC, that money gate open up.
her wife, man, shout out to my sister. Listen, Beauty by Ashley.
Grants,
Listen, she do
small
everybody
business
makeup in
loans,
Atlanta. You know what I'm saying?
it's
When
just
they,
open
the
up.
famous people, when they come down to the makeup, she get it right. You know, if y'all need y'all makeup done, go shout out to my sister on Instagram. Beauty by Ashley. Y'all already know she out there in Atlanta. Set y'all appointment up.
Hold on, speaking of Instagram, can you let everybody know what your Instagram
Oh
is?
yeah, y'all can go
please?
follow me at Young Turnup, and that's Young Turnup with a YUNG_Turnup. You understand what I mean? I'm gonna say that again. That's at YUNG_Turnup on all platforms.
And what track do you want us to get out on?
Oh yeah, so we gonna play this movie because after this we gonna talk about this movie after we play this track. And
That's what I already had loaded up.
We gonna talk about this movie, you know, after we done with this song. But this song right here is called Movie. You know, this the banger right here. Shout out to Yaya Beats. You know, cause my life is just like a movie. Man. If y'all ain't see Turn Up in the movie, listen, I just came from Miami. So if y'all ain't see Turn Up in Miami, go look at the page.
I
man.
did.
I seen the pictures in the motherfucking drop top.
Yeah, you
Got a
know.
Bentley, y'all niggas was in this shit?
Yeah, so you
Niggas
know.
was something nice.
It's a movie. It's just Turn Up in the
Yes, sir, but you
house.
already know this Young Turn Up, man. Shout out Yaya Beats, man. Shout out CPR Records. It's called Movie, man, by Young Turn Up. Let's get it.
You know y'all turned up on these beats, bro. Turn up, movie. Rest in peace, Pop Smoke. Nipsey Hussle. Movie. My life a movie. I do not fuck with no groupies. Bad bitch tryna seduce me. Bad bitch tryna pursue me. Somebody pass me a room key. We could just make it a movie. Lights, camera, action, a movie. My life just like a movie. My life a movie. I do not fuck with no groupies. Bad bitch tryna seduce me. Yo bitch tryna pursue me. Somebody pass me a movie. Rest in peace, Pop Smoke. Nipsey Hussle. Movie. My life a movie. I do not fuck with no groupies. Bad bitch tryna seduce me. Bad bitch tryna pursue me. Somebody pass me a room key. We could just make it a movie. Lights, camera, action, a movie. My life just like a movie. My life a movie. I do not fuck with no groupies. Bad bitch tryna seduce me. Yo bitch tryna pursue me. Somebody pass me a room key. Somebody pass me a room key. She ride me like Suzuki. Eat the lobster, no sushi. Yeah, with the Uzi. Knock off the kufi. Paid in full, my life is a movie. Stacking the celery. I dipped in the blue cheese. She tatted my name on her boobies. I'm making her drip from her coochie. I'm a double G, yeah, no Gucci. My life is a rated R movie. My life a movie. I do not fuck with no groupies. Bad bitch tryna seduce me. Bad bitch tryna pursue me. Somebody pass me a room key. We could just make us a movie. Lights, camera, action, a movie. My life just like a movie. Lights, camera, action, movie. Scarface in a jacuzzi. Ice on me like a deep freezer. Selling them pies, Little Caesar. Whip with the dope egg beater. Play with them keys like Alicia. I don't do credit, no visa. X a nigga out, I delete ya. Hit a nigga up with the ether. Pocket rocket for the heaters. She kissing on my neck, that's a teaser. Knock it out the park, Derek Jeter. Stacking them Franks, no Aretha. My life is a movie, no sequel. Bitch, I'm fly, no eagle. Bitch, I'm fly, no eagle. My life a movie. I do not fuck with no groupies. Bad bitch tryna seduce me. Bad bitch tryna pursue me. Somebody pass me a room key. We could just make us a movie. Lights, camera, action, a movie. My life just like a movie. My life a movie. I do not fuck with no groupies. Bad bitch tryna seduce me. Bad bitch tryna pursue me. Somebody pass me a room key. We could just make us a movie. Lights, camera, action, a movie. My life just like a movie.
Yeah.
3 minutes left on air.
Listen, don't listen.
Stand me.
What's the topic? Now listen, we gonna talk about this movie before we get about with
Talk that talk.
You know, you turn up in the movie.
Licky.
Pricey turn up in the movie. Listen.
Okay.
Shout out to Raw Heat, man. Y'all already know we got a new film coming out. It's called Mask Off. Listen, it's gonna be on all platforms. It's gonna be in theaters. It's gonna be on YouTube, Tubi, Netflix. It's gonna be everywhere. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is a big motion picture shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, shout out to Homicide Hall for y'all. If y'all don't know, this Turn Up from Stain Gang, Homicide Hall for years.
Heard you?
Let them
Now
know.
listen.
I just got a text that
Shout
you affiliated to some of my family, man. Shout out to
you know
my Uncle Goonie Bird and the whole.
shout out to family.
Yeah, I mean.
Listen, shout out to Ching America. Y'all already know. Listen, if y'all don't know, I'm an all. Go look at Ching America films, man. Anybody know who been in jail with me? What I told y'all I was gonna come home and do, and I came home and did that shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. So you know, Turn Up here. I'm here to stay. Turn up, gang.
Listen, there was a
Stay,
young
gang.
lady who called me while we were on break and she wanted to give somebody a shout out, but it was so loud. Unfortunately, lady, I could not hear her. So if you're listening, please call in right now. I want you to be able to give your shout out.
We got 3 minutes. We about to get
Listen,
somebody.
You
about to go turn the fuck up. Listen. We about to inbox her. Hey, listen. While we getting out here, drop that. Listen, we gonna give y'all one more, man.
What track you want? What track was that?
For the ladies, man.
We gonna play one for the ladies, man.
Well,
It's called Liquid.
This is special for them, bro.
It's called Liquid.
This is when we out of here with this one. This one taking us out of here. You know if it's a strip club, you know what it do for make a strip club.
Definitely want to get a shout out.
Jesus Christ.
What you got up there?
Fiesta.
Yeah, play that then.
Which one you got?
If you ain't got the Liquid up
He
there.
said, nigga, fuck the
Fuck
lady.
it. Shout out CPR Records. We gonna play CPR Records.
That's
Shout
your
out to Young
qualification?
D. Made this beat. We gonna play this Fiesta. Hey, yo, play this right here real quick. This a real
What's your name, shorty? Yeah. She's a pretty young thug. I hope that you don't wife her. She don't fuck with broke niggas, but she do one night. She hotter than the flame. She always change her name. On Facebook status say, time to get paid. Run up a check, run up a check, run up a check, run up a bag. She's a PYT. Run up a check, run up a check, run up a check, run up a bag. She's a PYT. You know that she a PYT. In the club with no ID. Batman, she was an IV. She looking just like a dime piece. I can tell she got eyes all on me.
Oh yes, thank you guys for coming. Young Turn Up, it was a pleasure. You already know the thing.
Mr. Hall.
Mr. Hall, thank you so much. And I appreciate
Young Turn Up team, everybody in the background, thank y'all
Turn
for
Up team.
coming.
Y'all beats. Y'all already
And
know.
if you
Come
don't
here,
know, come
cousin.
up to 87 Church.
Hold up, wait a minute.
We
Whoa.
have musicology.
Wait till I leave before you start doing that.
Y'all beats. Listen, this my little cousin right here. Y'all beats. Youngest beat.
That she
right
make
now. You know, take the mask off, man. Show the face, man.
Different. We different over here. different. We different. That's more attractive.
So you must be mixed like me. You black and Puerto Rican? What you got in you? What you got in you?
Racist.
Island boy, you know.
Not what inspires you to make the beats.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Bitch, what is you, black or white?
Who you got? Because we got Yaya here.
Right there, she know
We got Yaya here. Yaya on the beat. I need to hear it. How long you been doing this? Real quick.
It's actually about my first year doing it.
You better blow that beat time over here.
Give up to Instagram real quick.
Instagram. Janiyah.Henry, JANIYA.Henry, HENRY.
She got a right
Okay.
Listen,
we about to get the
if
Yaya
you don't
Beats
make her a Yaya Beats goddamn Instagram, who the fuck is Janiyah?
We about to get the Yaya shit poppin'. Listen, y'all like them beats? Y'all hear Turnup beats? Listen, y'all already know, man.
I'm about to send them
It's 300 a beat. Tap in. Y'all niggas know. Yaya Beats, man. Y'all beat nigga out here, 17 years old.
It is what's the topic.
Yaya
Productions.
Yaya Productions. Listen, let them know the state championship.
East Hartford High, shout out girls, East
Give me,
Hartford High.
hey, listen, former quarter.
Okay,
We got a hornet in the house.
It is that time, so we gotta almost get out of here. Before we get out, I want to thank our guests for coming. I want to thank, I'm on you,
I need 7 beats.
But like my bro said, you need to
7
change your
beats.
page up. But what I definitely want to, before we get out, I'm going to play this song because I don't know, Lick It, and I'm hungry.
Hey, yo, listen, y'all ain't ready for this shit. This is the nasty Turnup. You know this is real Turnup. This ready to
Everybody that be in them dark spots. Lights go out. You know what I mean? Bottles is everywhere.
Stoner moments, you already know.
Look, shout out to, look, before you lick, I just want to put a PSA, ladies. Take a shower first. That's all I ask. Take a shower.
Listen,
No, you better bring that squash, that portable
go shower,
squash.
the boom boom must be clean.
Yeah, must be cleaned up. All right?
Tight, clean up.
Alright.
Turn up on these beats, bro. She want a nigga that can lick it. 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 Lick it like some ice cream, she so delicious. She want a nigga that can lick it. Pour that ass up, girl, you need a ticket. She want a nigga that can lick it. Lick it like some ice cream, she so delicious. She want a nigga that can lick it. Pour that ass up, girl, you need a ticket. She want a nigga that can lick it. Pour that ass up, girl, you need a ticket. She said, put your face right in this position. Lick it like some ice cream, she so delicious. She want a nigga that can lick it. Lick it good like it's part of your nutrition. She want a nigga that can lick it. Lick it up like it's part of your religion. She want a nigga that can lick it. Beat it up and use to spit to wash the dishes. She want a nigga that can lick it. Lick it like an envelope before you seal it. She want a nigga that can lick it. Pour that ass up, girl, you need a ticket. She want a nigga that can lick it. She said before you hit it, no, you gotta lick it. She want a nigga that can lick it. Lick it like some ice cream, she so delicious. She want a nigga that can lick it. Pour that ass up, girl, you need a ticket. She want a nigga that can lick it. Lick it like some ice cream, she so delicious. She want a nigga that can lick it. Pour that ass up, girl, you need a ticket. Face down, ass up, that's the way we like to fuck. Before I even beat it up, make sure a nigga like me go and eat it up. Yeah, be the wifey or the mistress. What's satisfying freak is when you lick it. My tongue is semi-automatic when I lick it. Pop that pussy girl like you strip. I lick it while I'm sipping on the Henny. Feed a nigga, whip it in the kitchen. Throw that ass back, pull a young stitches. Pussy so wet that it start dripping. She blowing up my phone, then she start tripping. I lick it in different positions. Hit it with the magic stick, no magician. My tongue surf on the ocean, no Pacific. She want a nigga that can lick it, lick it, lick it. She want a nigga that can lick it like a lick it. She want a nigga that can lick it, lick it, lick it. She want a nigga lick it, lick it, lick it, lick it. She want a nigga that can lick it. Lick it like some ice cream, she so delicious. She want a nigga that can lick it. Pour that ass up, girl, you need a ticket. She want a nigga that can lick it. Lick it like some ice cream, she so delicious. She want a nigga that can lick it. Pour that ass up, girl, you need a ticket. You want a nigga that can lick it.
Wake up, wake up.
Instagram, Janiyah.Henry, JANIYA.HENRY. Give it a follow.
Thank you.
I don't know if have a good day.
Don't let me say Miss Parker now. Miss Parker, Miss Parker. I'm about to say Miss Parker. I'm about to say Miss Parker, Miss Parker.
I'm right here. Thanks,
Oh, okay. Brother, come on, man.
That looking good. We out of here with that one. Everybody saying this shit.
Y'all already know. Shout to Stoner Moment, CPR Records.
Do you make
Yaya Beats, Turnup Music. Y'all already know.
We got reggae throw beats, R&B.
We got everything. Listen,
Y'all on the beats.
Y'all on the beats. Everything, man.